would you do?
I don't know. Try doing it. Take a bite out of my deodorant on camera.
No.
Just do it.
No.
Lindsay just said she'd take a bite out of my deodorant on camera.
I did not say that. I said, what would you do if I took your deodorant, rolled it up, and took a bite out of it? That's a completely different question.
Welcome, everybody, back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is our reaction to Kaguya-sama Love is War, Season 3, Episode 1. This is a very special series to us. This was the first series that we did that really blew up our channel. We started with Naruto and a couple other videos, but when we started this as our first seasonal show, this is what brought our channel to the front of search results and got our videos in front of people. So this series, and not only that, but this series, season 2 of Kaguya holds such a special place in our heart. It's one of the few shows that I give a 10 out of 10. Season 2 specifically. Season 1 is about a 9, but it's a top tier show, and I'm at the point where I've completely erased the OVA from my mind. So
yep.
Yeah, and this series means a lot to us. It means a lot to this channel, and a lot of you guys are here even still from that just 2 years ago. At this point, we just had our 2-year channel anniversary 2 days ago. That's how long it's been since we watched the show, but this is a huge deal for us, so I'm so excited. Both of us are so excited, and I can't wait to get into this. Is there anything you want to say before we get into this?
I'm really scared.
Yep. We have not seen OP. We have not seen any trailers. We haven't seen any info about the show, about this coming season or the future content or anything. Yeah, so we're going in pretty much completely blind, and I know it's going to be a hell of a time. And you can check out our Season 2 reactions on our channel right now. You can't get the uncuts on Patreon, but you can get that for Season 2 on Patreon because we hadn't started doing uncuts by that point. But you can go to Patreon right now and see the full uncut version of this reaction, and you get it earlier than YouTube gets the reactions, and you get obviously the full version. So go check that out, patreon.com/BOLDcast. Leave a like and subscribe if you're excited about Kaguya. If you're excited as we are, let's get into this. Kaguya-sama Season 3, Episode 1.
Now it's showing up in... Oh,
and
so I'm
remember,
Crunchyroll instead.
Yeah, just Crunchyroll is better subs. But just remember to leave a like and leave a comment if you want Lindsay to take a bite out of my deodorant on camera, and maybe we'll make that happen. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh wow, we're really starting it off right here. The finale. Remember when everyone was like, "Oh, do you see it says continue?"
Yeah.
In The Rock, it's so faded.
Imagine if it was just a troll. There wasn't another season. It just went to no, and then the episode ended after 2 seconds.
Oh wow, we're starting her off right away. What is this music?
I don't know. It's very intense.
No. Look at how beautiful this is.
It's really nice.
Is that a jackhammer? What's construction site?
Sounds just horrifying.
Yeah. It's like ASMR. Her ASMR is playing to everybody.
Soothing affirmations.
Who is this? I wish I recognized the voice. I wonder if it's like a reference.
Moral support from heartthrobs.
He's like narrating it. Why does it look like Ishigami and the president mixed?
Oh no.
Aww. What if you were in a room with somebody alone and they started playing their weird ASMR?
Oh. Everyone else is gonna come in a second.
I bet she'll just think he's weird for not saying anything sooner and be like, what the fuck? He's protecting her by playing his own shit?
Yeah.
Louder? It's just saying cute over and over. Emo, cute, cute. She's just gonna say he's weird as fuck. You should be.
She's gonna play hers immediately now. Stop.
He like sacrificed himself for nothing.
As if nothing had happened.
Yeah, nobody even cared because it was
I
her.
love that. But they were all horrified. But for him, they were like, "Ah, man, that happens to the best of us." Where they're like,
Line. Line is like messenger.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does.
Oh no. Leaving him on red, he's just losing his goddamn mind.
Oh no.
Quite the pickle. Too much work.
Oh.
Instant read. Oh my god. It's read right away. Why is she stretching in the kitchen?
Oh my god.
The horrified expression. Team Epic.
LINE の返事は先に来た方から返しましょう。え、そういうものなの？はい、それがマナーです。
綾坂は息をするように嘘をついた。
I like that.
スマホの通知画面にはメッセージの数行が表示される。これを見るだけならば既読通知は送られない。Kaguyaのスマホにはあれ。
It's amazing how, like, I'm still blown away how they can make, like, entire anime plots out of shit like this. But it just fits so perfectly.
筋が通ってしまう。
何かしらの言質を取る必要があるか。
メッセージは送れない。しかしトーク通知が飛ぶ2律前。
メールで送れてもあるが、不審に思われる可能性もある。の方で聞けばいい。グループトーク画面を利用すれば既読はつかないからな。
既読？だからメッセージが既読するって何？会長がちょっと待って既読早く出て。ご用件は
I'm so invested in this.
既読ってわかるか？アプリ上でメッセージを表示すると相手に既読する。メッセージを読んだらそういうのは俺だけです。送った瞬間に既読が読んだ。
It's all hitting her at once, all these different conversations. Oh my god, is she gonna have a fucking heart attack? She better do the thing.
沈黙は肯定と考えていい。シノビはもしかして俺のことを。
全然違うよ。
Covering for her because she didn't help her out.
メッセージをしててね。だからすぐ既読がつくことがあるの。
そんなことある。
Wow, just as she draws breath, indeed. Just when he had the upper hand.
私もしかして
Oh.
来ない。
Everyone's so sad. Wait, I'm sorry, I have to go back. But Discord pretty good too. I got a blank stairs in return. Oh my god, Ishigami would like Discord overline.
What is all this stuff? She wants to battle is the name of this.
You're just weak. Oh boy.
Chica's just super strong.
You see me as an intellectual, I'm sure. Women and children. Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know.
I think Chica might win.
I think Chica might win.
I think Chica's probably the most active.
Saws.
Oh my god. I love this show, man. This is so great. We're gonna get weeks and weeks of this.
Oh god.
Tournament arc in the first episode of the season?
They're both gonna try as hard as they can to win so that they can verse each other.
But there's gonna be like there has to be like a meta thing about like Shirogane and Ishigami looking like they're trying too hard versus girls or something and not looking strong enough. Oh, left hand, that's the thing, because she is worried about writing and stuff.
No, she just said she's left-handed.
Oh, okay. And he's gonna lose.
She's so strong. She's like not even trying. She has to win.
Just see her eyes start spinning and then some Tomoe appear and she's like, what the fuck? Oh. You think they played the first thing of the opening? That's so awesome.
So nice.
How about the right hand? What the fuck is this? But he can't do that because then he's the strong. That's not fair.
篠宮が勝ったか。なら俺も勝たねばならない。
So they can hold hands.
Yeah.
I think Chika's gonna win.
相手は藤原。
I think Chika's gonna win. She has to.
Yeah.
She plays like percussion instruments and shit. She's active. Shiragane's always like staying up all night, has no time to exercise. Is there gonna be a boob joke?
They're flying through the air. Is she cheating?
She's doing this kind of thing, or like?
She's like up high.
Oh yeah. So then it's like it's bending is. Cheating is as easy as breathing. And without it, she's useless.
We should have known.
What about the losers bracket? What about Ino?
Chika already beat her like immediately.
Oh right, yeah, I guess. They're gonna have to hold hands. With the left hand? Wait, did she do this real quick? Turns into Dragon Ball Z. They actually already been trying that hard. We're gonna get their inner monologue and they're like, I can't. Oh my god! Sonna! They're even like talking like it's an anime fight. They. What are these noises, dude? This is so bad. Yeah, she is. She is. Little callback. She's just doing it for like 1 second.
I like how he was like trying so hard and she was just like holding it.
Once upon a time, there were people called elderly builders. They were plucked from gyms and made to compete in all kinds of tournaments. Among these builders was one whose muscles sparkled. Finding this strange, I moved closer and found that he was shining from inside his muscles. Once I saw that, how powerful this tiny man seemed to me. What the fuck? Is that a poem?
Alright.
What a gracious and beautiful nickname. Whoa, the quality just went all 90s. The sound. Shimiya. Wait, who's gonna win the other one? Oh. What do you think of the episode?
This was a good episode. Like coming back to it, it felt very like picking up from where we left off.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried, like coming into it, because obviously it's been a long time since we haven't rewatched season 2 or season 1 at all since before, so it's been a long time, and although we've seen clips here and there, it's easy to forget like where exactly we were, and like, you know, but this is a really good job. They showed us exactly what was the last thing that was happening, and then continued on from there in like a really chill way. Like I didn't feel like season 3 we're switching it up and going totally different, and you know what I mean. So that was nice. I loved they picked like 3 really nice things. Like I loved the first one with the headphones. It was just so bad.
Yeah, it's funny with the now that Kaguya has a cell phone. There's more themed stuff into that, and it's clear like maybe with drafting the different things, because I'm sure there's just a brainstorming sheet that the author has of like all the different problems that could arise, and like just multiple little ideas, and it seems like, oh, cell phones, what could be messaging and like being left on red, and headphone jacks, like people hearing your music when you don't intend to or whatever, like little things like that, and now we're kind of getting a little bit of those, which is just cool, like to keep up with a kind of a theme, but and to also break it up with the arm wrestling is cool.
I feel like it's also funny because like now these days most phones are going towards like not having a headphone jack or like Bluetooth headphones, which is like a different sort of thing, but it's very, very similar kind of thing. But with the thing with this, like with Bluetooth, it like usually makes a sound when it disconnects or whatever. But with this, you could like walk past something and it would like slightly come out, and then you like go to listen to it like without noticing, or like I don't know.
With the timeline thing, it's interesting. This is just interesting to me because obviously it's 2022 now, and Chika was wearing the 2002 glasses, so I imagine that's when she was born. It's hard to say because like that, I'm just getting to like obviously this isn't taking place in 2002. The manga for this probably came out like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, I think, because 2 years ago since the release of season 2, and the manga I think was already slightly ahead of even season 2. So you know, it's probably taking place in like I guess 2018, if they're like 2019 about there. Just interesting, I guess. I loved the episode. What I'm excited about is so the quality is just as much there. Like there's still that artistic flair that we talked about, that attention to detail. I remember, this is an example I bring up all the time, but there was an episode about Snapchat filters and them playing games and stuff, and when Ino had like the puppy dog
and it was
filter,
like slightly,
and it was jittering slightly behind the frames of the animation when it was like following her face, so like she would move her head and then it would like tick tick tick, like kind of finding her face, still smooth but slightly jittery. That's the kind of attention to detail that like they're finding. They're just really good. The animators are just really good. It's A1 Pictures, I think, if I'm correct. I can't remember. I think it is. They do a great job. The production for this is insanely good, and I think if it's anything like season 2, they did the episodes more in advance than normal studios do. Usually it's like 3 weeks ahead, and it might be that, but the series is known for having like really good attention to detail, really strong like production. It's just really well-made show, and it's really good to see that that's the same thing here, and that we're still gonna get that consistent quality. And one thing I want to add is, I remember from season 2, the one complaint that we had is that Chika was kind of a meme. Like she was like so funny and such a meme from the first season that like when season 2 came around, we had a complaint that like we wish Chika was something different, and like they focused way too much on like the meme factor of her. But like going forward from that, like as far as a critique of season 2, that's one thing, but going forward, I don't know what I would want. And like, I don't know if I would want them not to do that, or for her to be more of a character and be more emotional. And that's the thing that like I want to say for this show, and for shows that are like at this level of quality of writing and presentation, is I'm a really critical person. We sometimes get really overly critical and nitpicky on this channel. And when you get to a show like this, where, like, I always feel the quality is such, it's at a point where I don't know what I want. And I don't want to say, like, I don't want to put out there, like, oh, I wish Chica was this, or I wish Chica was that, or I wish this character was this or that. Because, like, I'm feeling that, and I think that's a testament to the show's quality. And I think when you get to this level, it's a really important sort of thing to notice that, like, we could say all these things about, like, how we want characters to be this or that, but at the end of the day, like, the show is good enough to where I'm not even sure what I actually want, because they're so far ahead and they're doing such a good job. And you know, I guess I'm saying my hopes are really high for the show, and it's you know, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to be back to this, and it's you know, it's beyond my expectations. So it's again what we experienced this season 2 of, I'm ready to just show up, and I know that I'm going to get a good show out of it. I know I'm going to get an awesome, funny episode, and it's going to be great. So I'm really excited.
That's like part of what was so good about watching the show, and what I feel like over the course of our channel, and why we eventually stopped reacting to seasonal shows other than something like Attack on Titan, where we already like
invested,
know about it. We stopped reacting to just like one-off random shows because it wasn't like this, where we could come in every week and be like, we know that this is going to be the highlight of our week, is waking up early, watching this show, editing it, putting it out. It's going to be a great time 100% of the time. We don't know anything that's going to happen, but we can count on that we're not going to wake up and put in, like, we're not coming into work essentially and being disappointed with a garbage show. We're not like, it's Kaguya day, we have to watch Kaguya. You know, we're like, oh, sweet, this is coming out today and I can't wait to.
And not only that, just
it.
not having to worry about it. Just
exactly.
You know, just being able to just
it's a
have
great
a show that you can just enjoy. Very refreshing.
Because that's part of the reason, the appeal of reaction channels watching seasonal stuff is to keep current with like what everyone out there is watching, and of course, but for us it's also to like have a schedule, because of course when we're watching stuff that's not coming out, we can kind of do things whenever we want. There's no like specific days of the week we have to do something on the specific day, so it's like a nice reset once a week. You know, we have this great day where we get to watch Kaguya and know we're gonna have fun.
So that's exciting.
So it's really nice, and we're really excited to be back to this. And the other thing that I was gonna say, this was like a while ago when you were talking about the animation, I really love in this episode, specifically in the first one, with the like how they were like trees in the forest, and then that camel was there, and they just put a lot of effort into the visuals of this. And I think this is kind of something similar to what we talk about sometimes, is how do you make something visually interesting when it's just
inner monologue and talking.
There's two people sitting in a room at a desk.
Yeah.
How do you make that? How do you like raise the stakes and keep us interesting when they're sitting there for literally 5 minutes, not even saying anything to each other? And there's the, you know, if you could just back and forth to them, well, there's these sounds going on, but that's not interesting. What's interesting is, oh, we're in like this forest, and he's like, oh, this is nice. I wanna listen to this. And then a literal camel sitting beside her on the thing, and then these two like shirtless guys are like compliment. I don't know. It really enhances it, and it shows that like real detail is put into all of these shots. To just really
elevate it beyond
really nice.
Just dialogue. I made a whole video about this pertaining to Attack on Titan, but this is an exact example of like what I was talking about there, and shows like Sword Art Online, ReZero. There's a bunch of them that are very, I mean, Sword Art Online is more of an action heavy show, but ReZero we critique a lot about like you know, it's all dialogue. There's so much dialogue, and they oftentimes don't break it up with stuff like that. Sometimes they do, but the mark of a really good show, and it's usually you find it a lot more in comedy, because like there's visual gags and it's all about
It's
comedy.
the more
it's not
ridiculous
about,
it keeps
if
getting.
things are meant to be like dramatic, then sometimes people don't find it as important to be visually interesting and to have visual metaphor and different dynamic shots and everything. But it is just as important whether you're in drama or comedy. And I mentioned in the video essay I made it. I mentioned Death Note as well, which is a very dramatic show, very dialogue heavy. And it's intense, but it's always talking, and people are always just sitting around talking, and it's really important to show visual examples of what you're saying just to be interesting, and just because it's a good thing to do and it makes it fun. So and this show is a great example of that in season 1 and 2, and I'm sure this season there's going to be many examples of that. We already saw a bunch in this, like when all the muscle guys were like in the pyramid. They didn't need to go that hard.
Yeah,
like
and then
for
they,
that punchline.
They lower the quality to make it look older.
Yeah,
and
they do shit like that weird flair. They go like they have so much.
They take everything.
Detail.
Like all the jokes go so far, both visually. Like I think for a lot of it, the visuals are what carries it. We're transported into like a different show for a moment, and that's what makes the joke even funnier.
Yeah.
Because there's only they're calling her. They're like, oh, you're like the muscle queen.
Yeah.
And haha, that's funny. And it could just stop there, but you just take it to the extreme. And then there's all these like muscle dudes flying
Forming
up into the air
giant
into a pyramid, and the background's all
no
crazy.
reason
There's no
to go that hard.
Exactly.
There's like no need for it.
There's no point to it other than it works and it ends up being worth
just
it.
because you can and it's fun and it's art, and that's the point. Like they could have made a way simpler, way more economous and cheaper solution to this punchline, but they chose to go all out because that's the kind of show that they're making, and that's the kind of the quality that they want to hit, and that's how you can tell when there's like real care behind something. And that's part of the reason why the show is so good, and I can't wait to see next week's episode. Is there anything more you want to say?
I guess not. The tension is still there with Kaguya and the president. We're getting a lot of red receipts. I loved that where he called her out completely. To
try and trap her.
Almost, she was completely trapped. She had to get someone else to dig her out of that grave because she was so far in it, and she's like flailing around on the bed, like looking at his messages for literally 2 hours. That was really awesome.
That was great.
I really like that. And then also the arm wrestling as well, where she's so strong. And that's one thing that I love, because we don't talk very much about how she does
the archery.
Yeah, she doesn't, that's not really brought up like constantly or anything. So then they bring that up for the arm wrestling. It's like, oh, it weighs this much, and the amount of force that she's exerting to pull it back.
Because it's not a modern bow, it's a traditional style archery set, so it's
I just loved that, and how they made her be able to win, and they gave a valid reason for it, is that she is constantly using her arm.
Is that left-handed?
I
That's
think
right-handed.
This is her left hand, the hand that holds steady.
But I guess you're holding it steady, but you're pulling the tension back with your right hand. I guess it's a different motion.
She also is aiming with this.
Yeah,
one,
I guess the muscles for arm
I
wrestling is more with your left hand if you're an archer, I guess.
Yeah.
Because she said she was left-handed. I guess she writes and uses chopsticks with her left hand. That's interesting because this is a right-handed.
I think they said that she writes with her right. I kind of missed that scene, but anyway, I liked that there was that. And so it really made sense, and I love how she was gonna pretend to lose. She was barely even trying. She was just doing just enough to stop him.
Yeah.
And then when she realized that she's sweating, she's like...
Yeah.
That was great. I love that. It was a great episode.
Incredible episode.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please please subscribe. It really helps us out, and you can stick around to see the next episode next week.
And get uncuts on patreon.com/BOLDcast. Check the description for that. Bye-bye.